Hey guys, Jason here. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm doing a book review, and I'm talking about The Burning God by R.F. Kuang. This is the third book in the Poppy War series. It was a trilogy, so this was the conclusion of the series, and just my initial thoughts. It was great. I gave it, I think, 4 out of 5 on Goodreads. I really enjoyed the whole series. Was awesome. And so, yeah, if you want to check out my reviews of the first two, I've got them. I'll put them up in the corner here. You can check those out. But, yeah, I don't want to spoil anything. So, I won't talk too much about, like, plot details stuff, because this book is relatively new, and for people who haven't read the series, you really should, because it's great. But, yeah, what I do want to talk about just is the main character, Rin. Basically what this story is about, it's military fantasy. The main character, her name's Rin. She starts off and she becomes a student at this prestigious military academy, and then her country, which is based on China, goes to war with they're called Muganese. It's basically Japan. That's what the central conflict is this war, right? But what this book does really well is it shows the consequences of war, and not just on individual soldiers or on, like, politically what's going on in the war, but also the wider ramifications, like with regular people, farmers, regular civilians and regular citizenry, the, like, long-term effects on culture and a society that is torn by constant war. You got famine and disease, how the country is going to recover even after the conflict is over. That's really just an interesting thing that a lot of fantasy novels maybe don't normally delve too deep into. It's like most of the time it's about, like, your group of heroes or protagonists or whatever, and villains, whatever, and they fight, and then once the fight is over, that's kind of the story. But this goes a little bit further than that, and talks about what the consequences of everyone's actions are. The other thing that I want to talk about is the main character, Rin, the protagonist. This is a dark story. It is grim dark, I guess. It's very violent. It's very realistic in its depictions of violence, and the psychological toll that takes on the people who are committing those acts of violence. Rin does all kinds of things, all kinds of violent acts for a variety of reasons, but each time that she does, it changes her and messes with her head. By the third book, it's hard to root for her at times because the things that she's doing are so horrendous, but you do still root for her. She's really a broken person at her core. Like, she's got a lot of faults and a lot of problems, but she's also super powerful in her abilities and stuff, and people kind of, like, worship her like a god and treat her that way. And she's got ambitions and aspirations to be, like, the leader of this country, but she's probably, I don't think she'd be a very good leader. Like I said, it's hard to root for her. You sympathize with her because of you see all of the horrible things that has happened to her and the horrible things that she's done and how it's affected her, but in the end, it was really hard to see the things that she was doing and to be on her side. So yeah, it was good. I was conflicted. Halfway through the book, I was like thinking, well, I hope she doesn't succeed in the things that she's trying to do. I did think that the ending was really well done and really good, and it was a payoff that had been being set up for since the very beginning of the series, and it was done beautifully. Kuang has grown immensely as a writer. I liked the Poppy War, the first book in the series, but I didn't think it was. I mean, each entry is better than the last, and her writing has just gotten so much better. And that was her first book when it came out back in, I don't know, whatever, 2017 or whatever it was. And like I said, she's just grown so much as a writer. She's really young, and I'm really looking forward to kind of what she's got after this, what her fourth novel will be. And so I'm going to continue to follow this author, because like I said, every time she puts out a book, it's better than the last book. So if you haven't read the Poppy War and you're into grimdark fantasy, I'd highly recommend it. I think it's great. The whole series, just check it out. Those are my thoughts on the series. I really appreciate you guys watching my videos. If you guys like what you're seeing on the channel, go ahead and subscribe so you can stay up to date with content and stuff. Anyway, that's all. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later. Peace.